Wednesday for London session. I traded with the team. It's been a long week. The previous day, Tuesday, I traded when after the holiday, the Memorial Day, and I shouldn't have. So we ended up taking a small loss. We came back again on Wednesday for London session, and we did really well. The market was slow. It was a lot of Euro news, but we got the job done. We waited 2 hours after the news, and we found the trade set up. And keep in mind, this was at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. So if my voice is a little deeper, slower than normal, just bear with me, but that's just real life. I'm gonna show you the entire process of how I found that trade set up and the mindset behind it. Let's dive in.
I'm looking at these two candles here, engulfed this green one. Then price pulled back, and I'm just trying to pay attention to where price pulled back to. And it pulled back to the body and wicks, the structure down here. It pulled back to these candles here. This wick here. So now I would love a candle to come up here to take a sell from here. To me, GJ is looking like a pair that I would say, like, I'm only interested in trading this pair when it breaks a certain level, like one of those type of situations. Like I'm starting to see sellers come in right around here. So I'm kind of only interested when price gets around that area to sell. That'd be more like I could ride that momentum versus keep fighting with the bulls. Let's just wait for the sellers to kick in. It's so enticing to let's just take it here and hope that it drops. Sometimes you can get away with that, but the way that we've been constantly getting faked out all week long, I don't know if that's smart. Let's just wait for it to happen. Let's just see it happen and then get a piece of it. That's kind of like where I'm at with GJ. I can't get all of it. Let me get a piece of it. That's more than enough.
So team, that thought right there is very important. As I'm watching this video back, you got to understand GBP/JPY gives a lot of pips, and GBP/JPY is a pair that you cannot be playing with. Pound yen is no joke. Okay, so when I say wait for it to happen, I don't mean jumping in too late and chasing it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you got to find a good pocket, a good spot where if it breaks a certain area, pretty much the momentum is going to go. You can go with it for a period of time. What if it continues to go up? And for the last 2 weeks, GBP/JPY been going up, and it looks like it should be pulling back. It finally has, as I'm making this video, but for the longest, it's faking out. You saw that wick, and it shot straight back up. So it's at a point where sometimes whatever currency pair you're trading, you come to a point where you need to just see it break, be very patient, see it break a certain level, and then catch some pips out of it. And you only coming in with a realistic expectations because you know it already had dropped from the top. It's just that you couldn't really predict it. You know what I'm saying? So you know you only going to get about maybe 20 pips of it when you could have got 40 if you just had taken a chance. But again, I'm not taking a chance on GJ because if it goes against me, boom, I'm out of thousands of dollars real quick.
I'm thinking that with GU, just how it been like moving lately, if it ends up coming down to our entry, it might be a breakout. I don't know yet, but you know how it just shoots out straight down. Like, I'm gonna be able to figure that out by how it's retesting here, because if it's retesting here, then it just drops through here. So I'm just trying to see how much retesting it's gonna do, because then we might get one of these candles right here dropping through. The one I like the most is GU. The structure looks better. It looks like something that I can work with. I don't mind the back and forth movement as long as there's enough pips in between. The back and forth movement doesn't bother me. I can find my spots where I would like to get in at and get out. But this structure looks a little more doable than what GJ is giving. See, this is the back and forth that we don't want. These big long candles, It's not what we want. It's hard to get in. It's hard to, it's hard to get in on these type of this type of movement. Big drop, and then it comes right back and cover the whole drop. But that was because of all the Euro news though. We don't want that. We want the big drop, and we want price to come back and retest the structure. That's what we want. But that may not happen during news, because the big drop probably was something false. It really wasn't meant to drop. Liquidity grab type stuff. So then it comes right back up to where it was wanted to be in the first place. So this is the real true structure. But it's hard to gauge that when you're doing it inside of news. So that's why you want to wait till an hour or two after news to see what's the real direction. So now we back inside of there. Now instead of getting faked out by this drop, now we play the real structure. That's the whole point of staying out of the market when it's news, when you're not specializing in trading news. Stay out of that joint, wait till 2 hours. Now find your setup. Just waiting for it to break and retest. Just waiting for price to do one of them numbers there. Just to, try to avoid getting faked out. So looks like we got 1 minute left. Let's see how this candle closes. So we looking to get in right about here. So that appears to be game time. Yeah, it's only 1 pip away, so that's good enough. I took the sell on that. Yeah, so I wanted to check on the Dixie. Look like that's smoothly going up. Look like that held at the fit. Well, it had a gap. It filled the gap. That demand zone. So the Dixie probably look like it can easily go up here. All right, that's almost a TP. So you want to start moving that stop loss up soon. Especially at 5:30, this thing could turn around. We want to get what the market gonna give us. We ain't forcing nothing. Go through the proper protocol. Move the stop loss up. See how far it can go. Or take the profit around 10 pips. I think that's kind of interesting. So we usually wait for a retest right here at the entry, but we just took it. I mean, it was only 1 pip away. But look, when you go to the 4 hour, look at this candle. Like that 4 hour candle was just starting. So it seemed like it had momentum to push downward. So it was no need to wait for the retest. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm thinking about. Especially after all of this, you would think that it had momentum to drop. So because the 4 hour candle was just starting, it's no need to wait for a candle to come back. I was studying this for a while and then I had stopped. But sometimes, like when the zones get broken, we be down here on a 4 hour candle. And that's a big difference versus getting in right here on a 4 hour candle. So these ones that we get in at the bottom, we almost do have to wait for the retest. But when they're up here just starting, it's like maybe we take the breakout, If you want to take some money off the table, go ahead, take some partials, move up the stop loss. I have no idea if it's going to keep dropping. It's hard to tell. You would think it would, but how the market been going lately, you never know. You would think it would drop from here. But definitely got to move that stop loss up, take some partials and see how far it can go. And yeah, from here we just see what it do. I think the Dixie can go a little higher though. It definitely got some room in here to go higher. So that's kind of a good sign that this could potentially drop, but we'll see. It took a while, but it played out, and I'm definitely proud of us being patient and waiting for it, sitting through all of this back and forth. Looked like it was going for a buy, looked like it was going for a sell, and then finally just waited it out and caught where we wanted it to be at. So
hey team, I hope you were locking in and really taking notes on the gems I was dropping you. Things like when the market is not setting up right, how to go about it, how to stay true to your plan. What are you looking for to happen in the market? And build that trade setup and stick to that plan. If the market deviates from it and you have not built another plan B, then you don't trade at all. Things like that in the video was very important, and a lot of novice traders fall into those mistakes. Don't forget, I'm making content for you all, so comment below. Let me know if you like these type of videos where I take you through my process. Let me know how I can make it better for you. Comment all that stuff below. I read all the comments. All right, don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and let's make this money, baby. Peace.
It's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what, told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me?